Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
Here comes their offense to begin this series, and leading them to the field, as always, is the QB.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Completes this one to Chase. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, here's Burrow. Connects with Johnson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Third and short, it's Burrow. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That play good for 17 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a pickup of a yard, and that is how our first quarter will end. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Burrow to the air now. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Well, we've had to wait until the second quarter to finally see him and his offense out there. And we're going to see what they have in them here, Kate, in a hurry. Down a touchdown with how long they've been sitting over there. I know the feeling. You're chomping at the bit and likely going to be pretty aggressive with the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Still on his feet. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll throw on 1st. Connecting on a slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And a man is there to knock that away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get a late score and tie it before the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dolphins leaving the offense out there as they try for a 2-point conversion. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of it.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the carry, and now they face 4th down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. But just flow to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that 1st down marker.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
Airing it out on 1st down. Flush down out to his left. Has it downfield working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Not worry about 3 downs when you need only 1. Move the chains in 1 play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes it's breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Chased out to his right. That's cut at the 4. Touchdown, Miami. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And He sure did.
The Dolphins lining up to go for two once more. He's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it and see if you can be successful again? They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Justin Matabike making that stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins got it! And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Well, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score.
Yep.
They work on it, they rep it, they teach it. Well, they did the scooping, and now it's incumbent on the offense to go score.
The Dolphins and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field 1st and goal from the 5. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Throwing now, following the turnover. Escapes out to the left. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Buying some time left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Oh, what an effort to bring in that short throw. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow. Brought in by Vele. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Burrow to throw. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. That finds Vele complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the 1st. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That's complete to Vele. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw again, it's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Looking to throw, Burrow. Gets this to Johnson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd and 8. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
So now the Dolphins going for 2 again.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for our crew, my partner Brock Heward and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Philadelphia.